time for the Joy of Blue collaboration share, and this month I used up some older blue kits. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome. It is time for the Joy of Blue collaboration. This is a collaboration hosted by Sarah, who is crafting and relaxing here on YouTube. She loves the color blue and is just trying to encourage others to craft with the color as well. So there is a hashtag in the title and description box that you can click on that will take you to all the participants participating in the collaboration this month. If the hashtag brings in some weird stuff, sometimes there's an option to refine search to hashtag only, and that may clean up your list if the hashtag search brought in some weird things. I chose to continue the Smash Our Stash theme this month, which was kits, and I recently thrifted a tub of crafting supplies, and in it were some old card kits, and they were blue, so I decided to go ahead and use those up. The first was a paper pumpkin kit from Stampin' Up. I don't know if there's a date on here from when it was, but I think I did the paper pumpkin kits a long time ago, and I know I had this one, and so it's an oldie. There were only like a few card parts left in there, and so I decided to go ahead and smash that up. And the kit came with Seriously You Kick Booty were the stamps, but I thought these would be fun to donate to some like kids, like cards for kids, cards for hospitalized kids, cards for cups, any of those. So I decided to just change that smaller sentiment to You're Awesome. And so I did bring in a stamp from my stash, which is Totally Awesome from Sunny Studio. But so all the pieces were here, except for I did bring in this green piece as a card mat and then one card base. So I just had to stamp Seriously on the quote bubble and You're Awesome on the little strip. Everything but the mat here was self-adhesive. So it was these went pretty quickly. I chose not to do the buttons. I'm not a chunky button on a card type of person. So I may come back in and embellish these with something else over here on the side. But for now, like at least that kit is smashed. The other one is an older Creative Memories kit, and there were actually two kits in here. There was the Everyday card kit and the Denim Blues, I think is what it was called. Yes, and the first Everyday was from 2018. And again, not all the parts were here, so I wasn't able to make all the cards that the instructions called for, but I used what I had, and I do have some parts left over. They had there was baggies of extra bonus bits, so I do have those. But so the Everyday card kit, I think they both made about 12 cards, and they had instruction cards for each of the cards. And the Everyday card kit actually had things labeled, like, adhere piece 1A to the front of the card base, adhere pieces 1B and 1C to the top of 1A. So that made it super easy for this one. So I didn't get the twine. The twine wasn't in my kit. The buttons were there, but again, they were chunky buttons and I chose not to use them. But there were some enamel dots, so I may come back in and just add some additional embellishments. So there was card 1, card 2 was on the back of there. Card 3 was this congrats. Card 4 was a thanks. I could not do card 5. There were none of the numbered pieces were there. But card 6, thinking it was a thinking of you. Card 7 and 8 I was able to do. And then, and I have two, I don't know if these went with the denim. Somewhere, there was another sheet somewhere that those were two of the cards, and then 11 and 12. So these must have been 9 and 10, and then 11 and 12. So I think I made about 11 cards here from the Everyday card kit. And then the denim blues, again, not all the pieces were there. And actually everything was combined into the baggies for these two kits. Cards 1 and 2. There was no twine again, but there were the flowers and the paper buttons. Like I could only make one of those. 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. I was able to make all 4 of those. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was only able to make one of the 9 and 10s. And then 11 was not there, but the parts for 12 were. So that was just a fun little shirt card. So about 7 cards out of this kit. So sometimes it's nice just nice to follow the instructions and make the cards as the instructions. Like I didn't have to think a whole lot, and sometimes that's nice. It just makes for some quick card making. But like I said, I do have bits and pieces left, so I may come back and embellish these additionally. Since I didn't have all the parts that they necessarily called for or didn't want to use the buttons. So they're not totally done, but for all intents and purposes, the kits are smashed, and I crafted with a lot of blue this month. So hope you enjoyed my share. Again, please check out the hashtag to take you to see all the other participants. There are also participants on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for your time today, and hope you all have a crafty day.